Hey everyone, David C. Anderson from the KnifeCenter here, coming at you from SHOT Show 2024, here at the Microtech booth with our good friend Ray. Good to see you again, sir.
Good to see you again as well, sir. It's been a year.
Yes, it has. And quite a year it's been.
Yes, it has.
So it is a new year at Microtech. Lots of new beginnings last year and some new evolutions this year with your kind of core product with the OTF autos.
Absolutely.
We've got 3 of them right here. Why don't you tell me what you guys did to update these?
Okay, so this is the redesign of the Combat Troodon. It still aesthetically looks the same as far as the body outline. We did add some accents to it. It still retains, the chassis screws, but we were able to eliminate 2 on the backside here. We did change the pocket clip as well. We went to a billet clip. So it still has that familiar look to it. But the biggest thing has been the incorporation of the new actions. So by firing these actions, you will definitely be able to tell that it not only fires harder, but it also retracts harder, but it takes less effort, but a little more thorough.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the biggest thing about
the way you've managed to, like those 2 things seem like they would be working in exactly the opposite direction of each other. So to pull that off is pretty great, and it really does have, it's a new feel for Microtech.
Absolutely,
yeah.
And it truly feels like it's riding on some type of bearing or something. It is just that smooth.
It is glassy almost.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice. And there's also a visual cue that there's something different going on.
Correct.
Right here
and
as well.
I think they've coined that the crud cutter. Anybody that's carried Microtechs for a long time, you know that you're going to get pocket lint within the grooves for the button channel itself. So they added that to help disperse that a little bit. You're seeing that on all the new models. They say it actually helps, and that's something that's going to be you're going to see that incorporated on all the new knives.
Rolling through all the new stuff.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
It's actually effective because it's less bearing surface on the bottom side of the button.
Yeah.
They've shown that it actually works.
So it actually fights or reduces the friction a little bit in addition to leaving a place for that grit to go.
Correct.
Shake it out, you're good to
Absolutely.
go. Nice, nice. So we've got that. We've also seen the new Hera, which has similar construction to the new Scarab right here. With
That's
just
the
the
Cypher.
one. Oh, sorry. Apologies. Scarab right here. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's the only fastener you can see from the outside. Is this lanyard hole, basically.
No, that's
right
exactly
there.
right. We do have the Hera 2. We have one here, but we'll grab it later or something. But we reintroduced the Cypher. A lot of people liked that brand. It was a little bit bigger when it was released before, but this is actually a smaller version of that.
What's the blade length now on this version?
No exposed fasteners. Don't make me lie. I'd like to have the exact specs. It's probably, 3.
Around 3.5. It looks like
3 and something.
Yeah.
This is going to be available, I would think, in a couple different blade configurations, but initial launch on this Cypher, once again, that really smooth action in it. I think it's a good size for just everyday carry.
Well, when I think of the Cypher, I think of that blade shape first. So
Correct.
it's a good move to keep that going for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, really clean. It allows, by eliminating all those extra fasteners, it allows the extra milling details to really not have to fight to be seen.
Yeah, exactly, because it's right there, continuous line without a break in it.
Using the M390 MK on these
We
so
are.
far? Yeah.
That is our blade steel that we're going to be sticking with. It works very well. It's
good stuff.
It's our stuff, yeah.
And now we have the Scarab.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about that one.
So the new Scarab 2, this was one of those knives that was hard to get in the first place. It took a long time to build these. I know because quite a few of us were involved with building these initially, and I'm part of that crew. We did away with all the inlays that we had. Okay, you still have the same inlay, but you don't have but 2 pieces here on the top. Whereas the other ones had 6 pieces or 8 pieces on the side. Here now we've reduced it down to basically you have this side and then 2 pieces here. So that just makes it to go together a lot better as far as assembly goes, because we're having to stamp each one of these out. You're running these on, and then you got to put them in. You got to pick everything out. It just takes a long time. We chamfered the edges on it. Aesthetically, it looks the same though. We did retain the familiar pocket clip that we've had from the other Microtechs. It does have a fluted blade. This will fire underwater. With that new action, with the crud cutter and everything, there's no comparison between the new Scarab 2 and the old one.
Yeah.
When you fire that one, you can tell. You can feel the force going forward.
Yeah, it's not like it feels like it's going to fly out of my hand, but
No.
you feel a shift.
Yes.
When it seats itself. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, Microtech has been extremely busy with new models. You know, the LUDT2 launch.
Right.
That's been very, very popular, and it's one of the reasons why we don't have a ton of people working here right now is because there's so much going on in the
They're all back
offices.
putting more knives together.
Well, that, coding, things like that.
Sure.
There's a lot of things that happen behind the scene, but no, we're honored to be here, but there's even more in the works, as if this wasn't enough of a fresh start for the end of 2023 and 24. Tony and the team have been working on something that is pretty incredible.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing that.
I think
too.
you'll be happy with that.
Good stuff. Hey, Ray, thank you so much. Thanks for telling us about the new stuff going
My
on
pleasure.
here. Always good to see you.
Likewise.
Folks, make sure to keep an eye on our Microtech page on the KnifeCenter, as well as the new arrivals page. As this stuff comes in, you'll see it there first. And make sure to check out the rest of our SHOT Show 2024 coverage. Ray, thanks so much.
Hey, thanks again, David.